Welcome along. We are waking up with the World Cup. Rupert Cox alongside Alex Corbisiero and Dan Lyle. Two games to show you from last night. We start in Pool A, where Ireland were looking to bounce back after their loss to Japan when they faced Russia. They got the try bonus point win, Alex, but how did they play overall?
Had moments where they looked clinical and what you wanted to see from a spirited sort of rebound like this try from Carney, but on a whole, Russia frustrated them, made them look mediocre at times, and wasn't the convincing win we wanted to see from Ireland.
And certainly they came back for the second try here. They need this from Johnny Sexton. A little chip through to Amani. Amani did not play well against Japan, getting that early try. But the vision of Sexton throughout this tournament, paired with Murray, has got to be where Ireland are going to be at their best.
And it just kind of sums Ireland up at the moment. The fact they had to play Sexton in this game, had to have their best players out there. This should have been almost a nothing game for Ireland. Instead, it was an imperative need to get the full 5 points. And we're talking about job done. If you want to put a positive spin on it, the fact they needed the bonus point, they got the bonus point. They move on, and this is the try that got it for them.
Yeah, Andrew Conway running away here to complete the job for Ireland. 35-0, not a bad day at the office, but perhaps behind the scenes there will be a few concerns among the coaching staff about just where Ireland are at in Pool A. So here's the pool as it stands. Ireland, they have gone to the top with 11, but it's Japan who perhaps have had the better run so far, 2-0 so far. But don't forget about Scotland and Samoa, who faced Ireland next. They have 5 points each, and they are still in the running in Pool A. Let's get the thoughts of Johnny Sexton after that match.
Congratulations, you did your job, you won, and you get the bonus point.
Yeah, we're delighted to get a good win, get back on the horse after last week, and to pick up the bonus point was exactly what we were looking for tonight, and pleased to keep them to 0. I think they were a very well organised team, and they made life difficult for us at times.
You want to say something to your crowd here?
I don't know if I have to say much. It's just incredible the support we get at every World Cup, at every tournament, and it's unbelievable. I can't believe how many Irish people are here today.
How do you feel the game against a hard team of Russia?
Yeah, look, the conditions were very difficult. The ball was very slippy, so very pleased to get the 5 points. Lots to work on, and yeah, on to Samoa now. Big game for us to finish off the pool.
All the best in this open pool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so Ireland just the one pool game to go. That's against Samoa on October 12th, 6 Eastern. We'll have that for you on NBC. Yes, and Japan 2 games against Samoa and Scotland. And Scotland down the bottom there, they face Russia. And then Japan on that final weekend. I mean, Scotland-Japan on the final day. That could be an absolute firecracker. Johnny Sexton describing the game as epic against Samoa. What do you think it is, Dan, about the Samoans that might worry Ireland?
Well, their physicality and forcing some more injuries, Ireland don't need anymore. But if you're Joe Schmidt, you've got 2 choices. One, play Sexton and Murray together, put your first team out there, go all guns blazing in that first half and try to get them off, get that bonus point early. Or bring in all of your subs, rest everybody, concede maybe that you're going to win that game, but maybe not with a bonus point, and look ahead to the quarterfinal.
A lot of pressure they seem to be under, Ireland. Remember, they came into this tournament, #1 ranked team in the world, Grand Slam Six Nations winners from 2018. Why have things changed for them?
I think once they won the Grand Slam, once they got that All Black win, we sort of anointed them as maybe the chosen ones who might upset this All Black dominance. But that pressure sort of led to a decline in them. They're not quite getting the ball carriers they needed. They haven't. That then sort of has ramifications. They can't control the game. Sexton and Conor Murray aren't as efficient when they're not on the front foot, and then just haven't been clinical. They're just not peaking at the right time, and they look vulnerable at times.
OK, another team to pick up an unexpected defeat at this Rugby World Cup so far was Fiji. They lost to Uruguay in Kamaishi, remember, but they have bounced back big style against Georgia, 45-10, 6 tries in the second half. And this guy, Semi Randrandra, he was unbelievable.
Just running riot. Took them a while to get going, but once they got that gameplay, once they got on the front foot, once they slowed the Georgians down, took a little bit of the steam out of them, this team just was set alight then.
Yeah, and here's a great back of the line out. This is the guy that I thought was critical, not being in the starting team versus Uruguay. Volva gets his man Radradra again, and over in the corner goes to Savola for the try there. And here we see it again one more time, the arcing run, just putting his winger over in the corner. He is a vital man for the Fijian team to potentially get that upset versus Wales.
It's hard to believe, sorry Alex, it's seeing them play like this. How on earth did this team lose to Uruguay in their previous match?
Talk about shooting yourself in the foot, but this sort of keeps their spirits alive, and they still have a chance with that big game against Wales. They're going to have to play the game of their lives, but it's not all said and done for them yet.
Okay, so Fiji still alive in Pool D despite that loss to Uruguay. Wales on top, having beaten Australia. But those three teams still very much in contention in this pool. Fiji play Wales next. Can the Flying Fijians give us another upset at this Rugby World Cup?
Yeah, they've beaten, remember, they've beaten Fiji, have beaten Wales twice in the World Cup before. They have the weapons to do that. I think they have to play that ball control offense. As much as we want to see this fast, furious, all-flying Fijian team, they need to put the ball in the right parts of the field versus Wales, because Wales, as you talk about, are very clinical, very structured. They score tries when they need to do it, when they put you on attack.
Okay, let's show you the games we've got coming up for you. Important match for South Africa. First up against Italy tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern, NBCSN, and of course, as always, on NBC Sports Gold. But what stands out for you among that fixture lineup, Alex?
For me, it's England v Argentina. Get the coffee ready. That is the measuring stick of this pool. Will England rise to the occasion, or do Argentina have a sniff? It's do or die for them there.
And Japan, Samoa to round it up?
Yeah, fantastic game. Japan on momentum, back to back, as we talked about earlier, would be a wonderful win for the home nation.
Great stuff. Thanks, guys, for all your thoughts. That was Waking Up with the World Cup. Thanks for your company. We'll see you tomorrow for live action from the Rugby World Cup.
NBC Sports Gold is your Rugby World Cup 2019 destination and the only place to stream all 48 matches. Watch every match from pool play to the final. Head to NBCSports.com/world for more details.